yesterday I was talking about, oh, you see that little crabby take off? That's a little what we call a peeler crab. That crab is going to pretty soon, it's going to shed and it's going to become a lot bigger because it's going to molt that exoskeleton and it's going to be a bigger crab. And I think usually these are, yeah, you see she's got little red on the tips of her claws. These are all we call immature female crabs. And so they're going to shed, and that's what we call their pubescent molt. And so mostly when the crabbies that shed out here, for when they're little like this too, they look different on the bottom. Their apron has a V shape rather than a rounded shape. And they're usually when these little crabs that shed here are usually girls. Oh, there's shrimp. You see the shrimp swimming by there? There's shrimp in the water. There's all kinds of wildlife. But last night I took a little video. I don't think I could see the crabbies because it was getting kind of late, but there was a lot of crabs on the shoreline there. And sure enough, there's another one. This is a shed going on. That normally we have a big shed earlier in the summer, or really in the springtime. It's usually in the spring, late spring, and then there's always some shedding going on all through the summer, as long as the water's warm. But this year it looks like right now we're having a big shed. If people who do this commercially, they catch the crabs and then they shed them so that we have soft shell crabs, which are kind of a delicacy. Look at all these little shrimp. I don't know if they're on the phone or not. Yeah, you can see them. But some shrimp swimming around. If you put something in the water, they'd probably jump up out of the water. The shrimp will jump. They'll pop up out of the water. Something's trying to get them. And so anyhow, we're having a late season shed here. It's pretty neat. Let's see if we probably would see some more. The water's kind of murky, so there's probably a lot more in the water. We just can't see them. But all that's shrimp. That's making that's little shrimp. If you had a cast net, you could catch them. Well, there's some little fish in there too. That's actually minnows, but that wasn't shrimp. That was minnows. But there's shrimp in there as well. There's a shrimp. There's a shrimp right there. So there's some fish, some minnows, some crabbies, which means there's probably some big fish coming in here too. And the big fish try to come in here and eat all these little things. They eat the crabbies and the minnows and the shrimp. That's a good ecosystem. That means things are working well. Yeah, it's good. Let's see all of this. This is how the food chain works. We call that the trophic system. Things, the food chain. The little things get eaten by the bigger things, get eaten by the bigger things. And that's how a lot of our nutrients gets into our food. Because like the little things that might be eating the algae and stuff like that, they get certain nutrients that are made by the algae, and it gets in, and they absorb that, and then the bigger fish eat those and they absorb it, and then the bigger fish eat those and they absorb it, and then when we eat the fish, we get those nutrients. Particularly one of the main ones is the omega-3s. We get the omega-3 fatty acids like that. That's how they eat the algae. The algae produces them, and then the fish eat them. And then I think the fish also convert some of it to DHA from EPA. The algae, I think, primarily produces DHA or EPA. It produces mostly one or the other, and the fish, I think, convert some of it in their system, and then we get both. And humans convert some as well. We convert some EPA to DHA, but not that much. And women, especially women who are mamas, we can convert more EPA to DHA than the average, and boys are less capable. And then some of that also is genetics. Some people have the genetics to convert more EPA to DHA. And there's also, your body needs to be having plenty of the B vitamins, which doesn't mean you have to take them as pills. I mean, you can eat the right kinds of foods, but your body can't really use the omega-3 fatty acids very well unless it also has vitamin B, because it's the vitamin B group of vitamins that work with the omega-3s to help build strong cellular membranes. So like choline too. Choline is not specifically a vitamin, but it's part of the B families, and it's really important. So choline and the omega-3s and the rest of the B vitamins, that's how you get the most from your food. So if you eat fish and eat like salads and stuff like that all together, and also fish, and some, even if you're not a vegetarian, some other like eggs especially have a lot of vitamin B. The egg yolks, the egg yolk has a lot of vitamin, has choline, a lot of choline. That's why we try to get you to eat a lot of eggs when you were little, and to get the B vitamins. So those things all work together. If you eat the omega-3s as a supplement, like as a fish pill or fish oil, then you need to also make sure you're getting vitamin B when you do that too, or choline or whatever. So some vegetables have vitamin B's, and then some vitamin B's you need to get more from, like dairy and from meat and eggs. So like certain B vitamins you don't get much of from vegetables. Well, that's pretty neat. I love you.